A jug of wine, thanks!
I was wondering if you'd lend me your bullet when it's time to
Just got this nasty premonition.
What if you lend me the bullet on the Lord's Day? You're not going to plough afraid of me.
No, and nor should you.
Have you got anything to eat?
My God, what's taking so long?
Go and see the priest first.
If he says it's all right,
Deal.
I'll be
Go
happy
ahead
to
and tell
help.
Frank and Bassett, too.
God bless you.
Oh, good harvest. Just nearly lost a fifth of my fuel.
A large beer for me.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
But it was so close, and it would have been mine. Ah, no. My own brother, take me to court. Fucker.
You know how it is when money's involved. Dog eat dog.
Of course I have. Sure, like when they're talking about old things.
They say von Bergau is holed up in Trotsky, and the gates are shut.
Aye, and some people would friend
I heard you're in need of money, friend.
Aye, true enough. I need to pay the tithe and give something to the church for my father's requiem.
Isn't it a bit early for that? It's ages till St. Wenceslas Day, and they don't collect tithes before then.
You're right, but I promised myself I wouldn't leave it to the last moment this year. So, have you got any ideas?
Well, if I did, I wouldn't leave it till the last moment this year.
nonsense,
Blessings to
He treats that animal like a lord, except he has it sleeve in the bar. Maybe it's an enchanted princess. That's why Auburn gives it wine and is so careful with it. He has to watch over her all night. Well, for a princess, it's quite a big... That's what the curse is about. What a day. Be broken by a knight.
I'll have a bite too, thanks.
I hate sweeping.
Did you hear about what
Praise the Lord.
Good day.
Care for gossip.
Nor do I, but
I'm not interested.
this is about money.
What? Go on then.
He wants to fleece us again.
Damn it, that's just what we need.
Exactly. We'll have to talk to the others
Salve, salve, trash. Tá ouvindo aí? Tá ouvindo? Tá ouvindo?
on like this.
God, why? Auburn lets his bull drink wine. What? That's nonsense, isn't it? He treats that animal like a lord, except he has it sleeve in the barn. Maybe it's an enchanted princess. That's why Auburn...
É que eu tô com fone de... Eu tô com... Eu tô com fone de celular, velho.
Remember when they tried to steal Oberon's bull?
How could I? Those idiots made so much noise, they woke up half the village. Even the bull was making a racket. I didn't want to go anyway.
No wonder. Oberon takes such good care of him.
Still, Oberon's been overdoing it ever since, keeping the bull guarded all night.
Right? The fellows don't get any sleep. Then they fall on their faces during the day.
Ô meu patrão, saudade de jogar com você, hein, mano. Tô jogando dentro do banheiro. O que você tá jogando? Obrigado a todos. Obrigado, tá jogando hentai, né? O que vocês estão... Não, você tá jogando. Você tá me assistindo e jogando? Como é que você consegue fazer isso? E obrigado pela presença, meu mano. Tamo junto. Eu tô bem, graças a Deus. Tô voltando a fazer livezinha. Se você não percebeu, eu fiz live de 7 horas. desse jogo aqui. O nome desse jogo é Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, tá? É um jogo medieval com escolhas e tem um modo simulator aqui também, né? Então o jogo é bom. Olha o Nicolas aí! E aí, Nicolas, como é que você tá, meu patrão? Cara, acho que eu vou ter que botar o fone, né, velho? Pera aí, eu vou ter que botar o headset, calma aí. Vai estar com barulho de vento pra caralho, porque tá um calor imenso aqui dentro de casa, velho. Parece que eu tô da porta do inferno. Ó o Nicolas aí, mano. Lembro sim, caralho. Como é que você tá, Nicolas? Obrigado pela presença de todo mundo aqui. Caralho, tá até o Samuel Urbano, velho. É o Sertão. E aí, Sertão? Como é que você tá, meu patrão? Tá on. Obrigado, Mudimod. Como é que você tá? Caralho, saudade de vocês, rapaziada. Papo reto, mano. Que saudade, velho. Como é que vocês estão, velho? Vamos conversar aí, vamos trocar uma ideia. Daquele jeito. Valeu. E aí, ô Samuel, a gente tem que jogar um Vavá, mano. Faz tempo que a gente não tá jogando junto, caralho. Tô bem demais. Que bom, Mudimod, que bom. Massa mesmo. Caralho, rapaziada, obrigado a todos aí pela presença aí, tamo junto, hein. Jogando The Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, joguinho da hora, tá? Agora eu não vou. Agora tô no Kingdom Come. Ah, brother, eu voltei, velho. Eu tava com uma configuração mó zoada aqui no PlayStation, velho. Eu não conseguia colocar o meu perfil de volta, velho. Tá uma porra, velho. Cara, o meu boneco principal se fudeu, tá? E agora eu tô controlando esse velho que tá procurando o meu personagem principal. Agora é terceirão? Espero que seja lendário? O que é isso? Do que você tá falando? E aí, o Trash também, YouTube, consigo interagir? Consegue. E o Trash, hein? O Trash não tá fazendo mais live também não, hein? Vocês têm que brigar com o Trash, hein? Saudade de jogar com o Trash também, mano. Saudade desse moleque, gente boa pra caralho.
God be with you, lad. I need to ask you something. Christ.
Cuba's in a...
Tá trabalhando ainda, Trash? Parabéns, irmão, parabéns. Já pegou o PS5 também, já, né? Isso que é foda. Ah, mas pegou o PS5, mas tá jogando? Tá jogando o quê? Terceirão, pô, último ano escolar, terceiro do ensino médio. Porra, terceirão vai repetir só de maldade, hein? Vai repetir só o segundo ano, mano. Mas eu repeti o segundo ano. Porque... por motivos pessoais, tá ligado? Não foi nada de não querer estudar, não. Porque a presença se passa de ano, né? Tirando as notas, pelo menos se você compareceu na escola, você passa de ano. Brawlhalla acabou, Beer? Cara, eu tô mais viciado mais no Valorant e jogo single player, cara. Eu vou fazer 27 quarta-feira agora. Eu tô ficando velho. Acho que Brawlhalla já não é mais pra mim, mas quem sabe, um dia eu posso brotar aí um Brawlhalla pra jogar com vocês, mano. Tá ligado? Conseguiu comprar tudo que tava precisando? O que você tava precisando? Fala pra nós aí. A última coisa que eu comprei foi o God Ragnarok. Você nem precisava comprar, mano. Ele tá no catálogo da Plus, né? Você nem precisava comprar, é só você assinar lá o plano lá e você jogava de graça. O Marvel também. Quem tá jogando Marvel aí, mano? Jogo de graça também, hein, mano? Joguinho massa. Samuel fez a boa aí agora também. Marvel também tá da hora. Marvel. É o único jogo que o Samuel sabe jogar bem. Agora no Valorant, puta que me pariu. Rodrigo Santo, como é que você tá, meu mano? Obrigado pela sua presença, tamo junto, hein? Cara, acontece muito isso comigo, velho. Você acredita, Trash? Acontece isso muito comigo, velho. Eu compro um jogo e aí o jogo sai no catálogo. Mas sabe qual que é o truque, viado? O que eles fazem? Depois de um... Só você ver as ofertas do jogo, tá ligado? Você olha as ofertas no jogo. Comprei celular, roupa, tênis, comprei PS5 também e agora tô suave. Aí sim, hein? Agora tá patrão, hein? O que você faz, mano? Você olha as ofertas que tem na PlayStation e aí você olha os jogos que tão direto lá, tá ligado? É tipo assim, esse jogo saiu na oferta, vai, digamos, o God of War Ragnarok. Ele saiu numa oferta, mas essa oferta acabou e entrou outra oferta de jogos, só que o God of War Ragnarok tá lá também. Então isso é uma estratégia deles vender o máximo que pode para eles colocarem no catálogo. Então eu não faço isso, eu não compro. Eu só compro se eu quero jogar muito jogo, tá ligado? Aí eu compro. É, pô, gratuito não, você paga a porra do plano, né? Se você não pagar o plano, você não tem ele. Mas essa é a minha estratégia, porque eu comprava muito jogo e aí esses jogos que eu comprava saíam no catálogo de graça pra quem tinha, tá ligado? Anualmente, eu assino anualmente, um ano. Eu acho que compensa mais você comprar um ano, cara, do que você ficar pagando anual. Caso você não tenha dinheiro, você compra de 3 meses, que aí dá pra você juntar um dinheiro desses 3 meses e comprar um anual.
What happened to you?
An awful disaster. Our mill was like suddenly in the middle of a battlefield. In the evening, some men burst in on us, herded us into the barn and wouldn't let anyone out. And then, in the morning, the ravine suddenly turned into hell itself.
Sim, o anual é a melhor opção mesmo. É verdade mesmo.
You've nothing to fear now, Russ. What did you hear from the barn?
Branches snapping, horses whinnying, yelling, and infernal crashes and bangs. We tried to flee, but Cooper was hit in the shoulder.
Pô, mas saudade de vocês, viu, rapaziada? Muito obrigado pela presença de verdade, velho. Eu só abri a live mesmo, eu não achava que vocês iam encostar, mas... Pô, satisfação enorme de ter vocês aqui de novo no canal, hein? Perdemos bastante inscrito, hein? Tava com 1000 inscritos, agora tá com 1971. Mas, se Deus quiser, um dia a gente fica famoso. Verdade, né? Já vale a pena os jogos pra pegar nesses 12 meses. Sim, cara, tem bastante jogo bom lá, mano. Tem bastante jogo bom lá. E vai vir mais até, né? Esse ano vai ter bastante jogo Day One no catálogo também. E vai ter a nova Showcase também do PlayStation. Então a Showcase vai mostrar bastante jogo. Você é louco? Foi bom conversar um pouco, mano, contigo depois de um tempo. Vou ter que ir dormir, que amanhã é 5 horas. Quero saber qual é desse jogo. Ganhou mais um inscrito hoje. Caralho, Samuel. Cara, esse jogo aqui, ele é uma continuação. Ele já tinha o primeiro jogo. O primeiro jogo eu não joguei, mas eu gostaria de jogar. Mas eu não joguei o primeiro porque ele é todo... ele não tem legenda em português, tá ligado? Então eu acabei não jogando. Só tem legenda em português pra quem tem PC, porque baixa o mod lá. tá ligado? Então é assim, é um cara, Henry, é o principal do jogo, e ele é um ferreiro, só que ele é um filho de um nobre, só que ele não sabe, porque esse pai que é o pai dele, esse pai dele não quis proteger o Henry, né, que é o principal do jogo. Então ele deixou nas mãos de um guerreiro que virou ferreiro e ensinou ao personagem principal a ser um grande ferreiro também, entendeu? Só que aí a vila foi assassinada, foi morta lá, os pais dele foi morto, né? O pai adotivo, mas a mãe é verdadeira. E aí o que acontece? E o pai dele, que era ferreiro, deixou uma espada pro pai verdadeiro dele, que era um nobre, fez essa espada e deixou na responsabilidade do nosso principal a entregar essa espada pro próprio pai dele, que é um nobre, que ele até o momento não sabia. E aí o que acontece? A vila foi assassinada, ele perdeu a espada e ele tá querendo vingança dos pais dele. Então é por aí que entra o segundo jogo, né? Aí ele descobre que o pai dele é um nobre e tudo mais. Ele conversa com o cara também. E aí eles vão em busca da missão aí. E aí dá um monte de merda aí no jogo. E aí a gente tá jogando aí. Mas o fato mesmo, ele tá à procura da vingança dos pais que um careca fudido, bigodudo, matou os pais, tá ligado? Cara, esse jogo aqui, cara, além de não ser bem atrativo para as outras pessoas, é digno de filme, porque o roteiro desse jogo é muito bom. Eu não sei se claro que deve ter gente que só joga por jogar e não liga pra história, não liga pro roteiro, não liga pro o que tá acontecendo na história, só joga mesmo e foda-se. Mas como eu gosto de jogar muito jogo single player, eu foco muito no roteiro, eu foco muito no, tá ligado? Nessas paradas, entendeu? No jeito que a história se vai se encadeando, entendeu? Desencadeando, tá ligado? O Rodrigo Santo aí deu risada porque ele é um desses, né? Ele não liga pra história, não liga pra porra nenhuma. Esse cara não sabe jogar jogo, velho. Tá, muito obrigado pela sua presença, tamo junto. Vamos lá, vamos continuar aí, rapaziada. Tá, estou atrás dos meus amigos. O que aconteceu depois da briga? Quem era esses fascinoras, tá? O que aconteceu depois da briga?
So the ambush wasn't the end of it. What happened next?
Like Cooper says, them scoundrels brought some prisoners to the meadow beside the mill.
And that commander of theirs.
Ô Rodrigo, o Breno tá todo perdido nesse jogo aqui, cara. Olha lá, ele acabou de falar: acabei de forjar a espada do eremita para entrar no casamento, mas vou terminar o resto das secundárias antes. Não compensa muito não, mano, pra falar a verdade. Toma. Bora lá. Samuel, obrigado pela sua inscrição aí, irmão. Obrigado mesmo de coração, satisfação, velho. Obrigado de coração aí a todos que estão comparecendo aí na live. Valeu, hein. Bora lá. O Breno tá sofrendo, velho.
I'm looking for two friends. The innkeeper told me they were involved in that skirmish. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein and Henry, his page. Have you heard those names?
Lord have mercy. They were the ones that was taken captive.
Are you sure?
Aye.
Cara, eu acho que The Last of Us, Samuel, The Last of Us, cara, é um jogo que, cara, é surreal, velho. Não é um jogo aquela porra, mano, é uma obra de arte, velho. O jogo lindo, o roteiro bonito. Nossa, mano, você é louco. Não é à toa que eu zerei o The Last of Us Parte 2 5 vezes, né, brother? Por causa da história. A história é muito boa, velho. Papo reto.
What they got up to at the Semin wedding, half the domain knows them. They was hanged.
My God! Surely not. There must have been lots of people there. Maybe you made a mistake.
I'm sorry.
How can you be so sure? How far away were you?
I'm just saying what I saw. That's all.
I'm asking if you're sure. Would you swear to God?
Mas tá tudo a Ellie?
Speak!
Before Almighty God? Well, maybe. I mean, it was all a bit chaotic, that's true.
Well, who were those
Some of them wore Lord Nebag's colours, but it wasn't his men. We know his men. They ride by the mill often enough, and sometimes stop off for a...
I'll leave you to get some rest. I must find my friends.
Caralho, que da hora, Rodrigo. Massa, massa mesmo. A minha esposa queria fazer esse tatu aí.
Was that Latin? Are you a priest or what?
Aye, I'm a priest. Well, I used to be.
Merciful Mother of God. That's some good fortune at least. Could you bless Coop? Maybe he'll get better if you put a word in for him with the Almighty.
Of course. I'd be happy to. Benedictio Domini sit vobiscum. Benedictus qui venit in nomine Domini. Amen.
Amen.
Manda lá, manda lá, manda lá. Quero ver como é que ficou essa porra aí.
All right. Of course I will. Farewell, my...
We can go back to the...
Cara, sabe o que eu acho muito foda? É que eu tô controlando um padre, velho. Que provavelmente ele tava no primeiro jogo, só que no primeiro jogo a gente só controlava só o Henry, né? Que é o principal mesmo. Agora, muito bacana, velho. Muito bacana mesmo. Ó, ele tem algumas coisas aqui, ó. Vamos ver aqui. Comeu demais, embriaguez. Olá, ó. Bênção de Santa Vivian. Você está na pior, mas conta com a sorte. Cair nos lugares altos não machuca tanto. E é muito improvável que você quebre os braços. Não importa o que faz. Orientação espiritual. Você está de bom humor. A mente está aguçada e a língua afiada. Por isso, os atributos de eloquência e erudição estão mais altos do que o normal. Nossa, ele tem muita coisa, mano. Você está agradavelmente bêbado, então recupera de vigor mais rápido. Lutador de taverna, o álcool lhe dá força, sua habilidade desarmada aumenta. Quando estiver prestes a cair em batalha, você ganhará um segundo fôlego e recuperar 25% de vida. Por isso, o reino do céu terá que esperar. Que legal, mano. Que massa. Ele é muito foda, mano. Padrezinho como, filho? Padrezinho duro de matar, filho. Vai, pega a visão. Vamos subir no cavalo e vamos lá pro objetivo.
Not far now, Viviana. Here! Quick!
Oi, o jogo tá bonito, tá? Além de parecer que não é tão nova geração assim, ele tá muito bem feito, tá? O chão, a ambientação, tudo, cara, tá muito bem feito mesmo.
Go! Yeah! The tracks lead to the right. That company must have headed into the thicker forest. They used the trees as cover. I have to find those lads first. wagons. They probably use them to block the way and prevent a retreat. Smart. I should keep my eyes peeled. They rained arrows down on them. Good God, what a bloodbath.
Não, não, é single player, ô Samuel. Só campanha mesmo. Deixa eu ver se dá pra equipar as coisas. Não dá nem pra equipar as coisas.
Stop gaping and clear off, or are you looking for trouble,
What are you up to here, fellas?
What's it to you? Do you want to end up like these ones here?
I think not. And you don't need to raise your voice. My hearing's fine. And I come in peace.
So you should. You don't look like you're up to much else.
I'm looking for two of my friends here. I heard they were fighting on von Bora.
É, o padre bate bandido, velho.
You can't know that.
Are you blind, old man? Take a good look around. No one could survive a massacre like that.
What happened here? Do you have any idea?
Von Bergov's soldiers took a hammering. That's all you need to know. I don't care who did it or why. All I care about is there's lots of valuable things in all this carnage that will come in very handy.
O combate desse jogo, eu não sei se vocês conhecem, mas lembra muito aquele jogo da Ubisoft. Ai, qual que era o nome, mano? Ai, agora eu esqueci no momento, mas... Ai, tá na ponta da língua, essa aqui eu não consigo lembrar. Que tem, que você se defende. Vocês vão lembrar, do jeito que eu tô falando aqui. É o jogo da Ubisoft aí, que é de graça aí agora. Eu só esqueci o nome. For Honor. Eu não sei se vocês conhecem esse jogo, For Honor. O combate é bem parecido, tá ligado? O combate.
Oh, don't mind me. I won't disturb you while you're working.
That sounds like a good idea. You mind your own business and we'll mind ours.
Deal.
Os caras tá roubando os mortos, velho. Tem como isso, pelo amor de Deus.
God Almighty. Bless their souls.
Filho, muita gente morreu aqui, viu? Vou te falar. Os caras ficavam tudo ali em cima das pedras ali, atirando flecha. Mas a gente veio pra cá. Matou uns boy aqui, veio pra cá. Olha, morreu tanta gente ali, filho. Mas eu até sei quem é o traíra, mano. Porque o que acontece? Esse negócio... A gente sofreu uma emboscada da emboscada, tá ligado? Então, tipo assim... esse é o problema. Então, a emboscada que a gente ia fazer foi ouvida por uma garota que se chama Kathleen, que tá lá no reino do cara que mandou a gente fazer essa emboscada. E aí ela ouviu o plano nosso e passou pra esses caras que fez a emboscada pra gente, entendeu? Eu já dava pra notar, só que os caras do jogo é meio burro.
I told you quite clearly to stay in the forest. You're welcome to anything you find up top, but stay away from here.
God be with you, lad. I'm not one of those corpse looters.
Listen, one more step and it'll be your last, old man.
Calm down. I don't want any trouble. I'm looking for someone.
Oh? And who do you serve?
The Lord God, my son. And wine, every now and again. Or ale. I'm not fussy.
What are you saying? You're a priest? You don't look like no priest.
I hear that a lot. But it's God's truth.
So who are you looking for, Father?
I'm looking for my friends. And I want to make sure they aren't among the dead. Can you take me to your commander?
All right, follow me. Eric can decide what to do with you.
Move it, idlers. Bury them properly so the wild animals don't get to them.
Eric!
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be on guard at the mill. I made it quite clear. I want that fucking rabble kept out of here. Who's this? Your pa?
No, sir. He says he's a priest, and he's looking for someone. So I thought...
Quiet! You, speak! Who are you? And who are you looking for?
Godwin. I'm a priest and I'm looking for my friends. Or their bodies.
And what exactly do you want from me?
I'd like to ask what happened here.
What do you think? A battle is what happened. And the best side won. Us. Now I've got to clear up this mess.
Sorry, this might sound stupid, but I've just arrived and I've no idea what's going on here. Who did you defeat?
The cream of the local fiefdom. That bastard von Burgo threw everything he had at us, but it wasn't enough.
Now that I've introduced myself, I'm keen to know who you might be.
You may have introduced yourself, but I don't know why I should believe you. Who ever heard of a priest with a sword under his belt?
I get your point. De omnibus est dubitandum. Let's just say I'm whatever I need to be at the moment. A priest, a warrior, a tireless lover. After all, the Lord helps those who help themselves, eh?
Well, you know how to preach. Maybe you really are a priest.
It looks like you crushed them badly. Did you leave any survivors?
I don't think so. So if your pals were against us, you'll find them in that pit there.
I hope not. I don't think you'd throw a nobleman into any old hole.
Nobleman?
Aye, a nobleman. I'm looking for the Lord of Perkstein and his page.
The Lord of Perkstein?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and Henry of Skalitz.
The captain took some prisoners with him, but I've no idea if it's them.
You'd better hope it is.
Right then. My name's Eric, and I'm in command here.
Excellent, Eric. I'd like to see the prisoners. Will you take me to your captain?
We'll see. Have you brought a ransom?
I still don't know if they're dead or alive. So first, I want to see them.
Right, fellas, we'll finish this. If you want to keep your head on your shoulders, clear off on the double.
You?
Aye, me. Unluckily for you, I changed my mind. We're not going to share with anyone.
What's this about? Do you know them?
I bumped into them in the forest. They were robbing the dead.
Did you hear what I
Eu acho que agora o padre vai brigar, tá?
Or it'll end badly.
I won't take orders from you, you dog! We're outnumbered, but we can take them. And then I'll take you to our prisoners. Deal?
If we survive.
Let's see if you're as good with that sword as with your tongue. Come on then, you assholes!
Come on, scum!
Good!
I'm on with you in a flash! There, don't spare him. You led him on nicely. Go, yeah.
Show what you're made of.
I'll beat you, you bloody cocksucker.
Caralho, o padre tá apanhando, viado. O padre tá apanhando. O padre tá apanhando, velho. Puta que me pariu, velho. O padre apanhou horrores.
I'll rip your arse open.
We'll finish this quickly.
Nice strike. I'll be done with you in a flash. You die for that, you bastard. A death for a death.
I'll hack your arse off.
Nicely done.
Aí, deu bom, deu bom, deu bom.
Fuck! That was something. They got what they had coming, the fucking thieves.
I'd say it's God's punishment. Requiem aeternam dona eis, Domini.
You really know how to wield a sword.
Vai, esse padre é casca grossa, João. Tá maluco?
Got out of it this time.
In the Battle of Kosovo. I did a bit of traveling when I was young, and lopped up a few Turkish heads along the way.
And you settled down in your old age.
Till recently I was the parish priest in Ujits, near Sasa.
Lá e...
Looks to me like you...
Valeu, Samuel. Tamo junto, meu mano. Amanhã nós joga aí mais, mano. Amanhã a gente joga Valorant aí junto aí. Demorou? Vamos marcar aí, mano. O horário que você tiver disponível aí. Demorou, meu patrão? Obrigado mesmo pela sua presença. Fico muito feliz, viu? Obrigado mesmo. Obrigado mesmo, de coração.
It might not please our Lord, but I have no sympathy for them.
Who gives a damn about such scum? That the stray dogs.
Anyway, what about our agreement?
Still on? I'll take you to the castle, so you can talk to the captain.
What castle?
Nabokov. Although, castle might be a strong word for it. So tell me, Godwin. So tell me, Godwin. Why are you looking for those two anyway?
Oh, they're my friends. I hadn't heard from them for a long time, so I set out to find them.
Surely a priest can't leave his parish just like that, can he?
Provavelmente, João, se eu não dormir, irmão. Como é que você tá? Obrigado pela sua presença. Tamo junto.
As I said, I'm kind of working for myself right now.
Look, that's Nabokov up on the left. It's got a commanding view of the whole valley. Now tell me, do you ride as well as you wield a sword? Let's see. I'll race you there. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Não, fui pro lugar errado, porra! Vai, cavalo, você consegue, cavalo. Vai, vai, vai.
Go! Stables are over there! Yeah! But the weather had been stormy.
Well now, you're a fine horseman as well.
Bibiana might look like any old nag, but there's more to her than meets the eye.
Bit like you. In any case.
Cara, eu achei que era uma passagem.
We'll leave the horses here.
Achei que era uma passagem ali, velho.
A very nice fortress. How did you manage to take it?
In a moment, you can ask the captain yourself.
I can't wait. Wait here for me, Bibiana. I'll be back soon, and maybe I'll have the two little blighters with me.
É, cutscene, cutscene.
Where's the chief? I brought him a guest.
Just now he's interrogating some captives.
Call him.
I believe they're still alive. You're in luck.
I hope so.
What is it, Eric?
Ó, esse filho da puta tá sem o olho por conta de mim, tá?
This here is Father Goodwin. For a priest, he's handier with a sword than most of your men. He helped us against some bandits. And he's looking for Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
É, a reação tá boa, vai, fala a verdade.
This is quite a turn-up. I've just had a very interesting chat with this Capon. And your Ishtvan. Now I think I want to have a chat with you. Go and wait for me in the tower.
Ah, cara, o jogo tá bom, velho.
God be with you, Captain. I expect you're the master of this fortress.
You surmise correctly. Who are you? And to what do I owe the honor of your visit?
As your man-at-arms Eric said, I'm Father Godwin. I'm in the service of Sir Hanush of Lipa, and I'm looking for his nephew.
Hanush of Lipa, eh? Interesting. Did I hear correctly that you're a priest? You don't look the part.
Ne credas aurum, quid resplendent ut aurum. Perhaps not, but I am. And who are you, sir?
You don't need to know my name. I'm a knight, and that should be enough for you.
Conversing with a man without knowing his name is a little awkward. But so be it. Am I to understand, Sir Knight, that young Lord Capon is alive and well and is in your captivity here?
You understand correctly. And he's in better shape than I am. I don't have this bandaged eye for fashion. That page of his did this to me.
It doesn't pay to underestimate that one. He's one of the few who can hold his own with me, whether sword fighting or boozing.
Boozing? You're a proper priest, then.
Unfortunately, the bishop had other ideas.
I have a feeling that's just one chapter in your colored history. Am I right?
Indeed. But this isn't the time or place for recounting adventures. You have my friends, and I want them back. So what do we do about that?
Straight to the point, eh? You're a man after my own heart. So what do you propose?
First of all, I'd like to see them, to make sure they're safe and sound as you claim.
They're both fine, for now. You have my word.
The word of an unknown knight? That's as much use to me as
the word of a dubious priest with a bloody sword in one hand and a wineskin in the other is to me.
Well, let me put it another way, Sir Knight. I don't know what happened here exactly, who you are, or what your quarrel with Otto von Bergau is. But I guarantee you that those two greenhorns won't interfere with your plans, and you've no reason to hold them.
I'll have you know, these two greenhorns came with Otto von Bergov's army to conquer this fortress. And they were the most dogged of all his men. And I have to admit, the best as well, as my eye can testify.
I've no idea how they got mixed up in everything. But they only came here to deliver a message. As you no doubt well know, Lord von Pergau is on the opposite side of the Lord of Lipa. So if that pair joined up with him, they must have had a damn good reason for it. Believe me, but that's by the by. It's over and done with. Release them. I'll take them away and Sir Hanush will be in your debt.
Tell me, Father, what price does Sir Hanush put on his nephew?
How much do you have in mind?
You're not even able to name a figure. What kind of negotiator are you?
I'm not a negotiator. I have a task to fulfill, and that's what I intend to do. I was afraid at first that if anyone was going to hold them captive, it'd be von Bergau, and I'd have to parley with him. Ah, well. Man proposes, and God disposes.
This whole story of yours sounds to me rather suspicious. How am I to know you're not von Bergov's spy? Maybe I should throw you in the same cell with that pair.
Excellent! At least I'd get to see them with my own eyes, and not have to put up with any more horse shit from a lying cyclops!
Enough! To hell with you! You've got no ransom, and you don't want a parley. So we're done here. Be glad I'll let you leave in one piece.
You won't get rid of me that easily.
Rebellion! They're attacking!
Ó o padre, viado!
And that's what I'm gonna do.
Ó o padre, cuzão! Ó o padre, viado! Eita, mas o cara também é bom, hein? O cara é bom também, hein? Fudeu, hein?
Teach you that.
Hungary?
Kosovo.
If you help me, I'll let them go.
E ó, bagulho de soldado, hein? Bagulho de soldado, é tipo guerra, tá ligado? Ah, se... Na segunda? Vietnã? Vietnã. Esse é um dos meus. Bora.
Blood death for a death. Show what you're made of, you wretch. Nice hit. Slice him up.
I'll hack your ass off.
Think you can face me, do ya? Watch out! She's gonna shoot! My teaching to the devil! You won't get me! Hit! Wake him up! True blood, yeah! Right,
Go to hell!
I don't have the whole truth for you!
Whether you're a priest or not, I have to admit.
Likewise. But what the...
Looks like those friends of yours were right. Von Bergov's spies infiltrated a Istvan Toff and that Eric of his.
Eric? Where is Eric?
Fuck! To the captives, quick! Before it's too...
I hope Hanush has enough coin to pay the ransom for you. As for you... well, we'll see about you.
You! Tough! You swine! You're lucky I can't get to you, you treacherous cunt!
Bark at me, you dog! Who the hell do you think you are?
Where's my sword?
Who is this? Madman! Surely you're not going to listen to some vagabond?
What, but you think you should listen to Sigismund's bitch?
Cara, ó, vou falar pra tu, viado. Esse jogo é bom, viado. Esse jogo é bom, mano. Esse cara quer pegar esse mano aí, já faz mocota, filho. E eu adoro a dublagem desse mano aí que chegou agora, tá ligado? A dublagem dele é muito boa, velho. É muito boa. Esse jogo é bom demais, velho. É o GOT, tá? É o GOT.
Enough!
What's he talking about?
You clearly don't know your own men. Although this one is Sigismund's man. We've already had the honor.
They're making up shit to avoid the gallows.
So that's why you were so keen to avoid that battle.
We were defending the castle as you ordered!
Throw him in the cell with Nebak.
I'm sure you'll get on just fine together.
You're making a terrible mistake!
We'll see about that.
Zizka, you want it at the gate?
Shit, I'm not done with you yet.
Now you're done for. You'll pay for everything you've done.
Why do you think so? The little misunderstanding with the captain will get sorted out soon enough, one way or another. What's interesting is that you cross my path again when I'm doing what I do best. Fate, I suppose. We have the same fairy godmothers. Whores.
You dog! You're in the mood for jokes? After what you did here in the fortress? Give me one good reason I shouldn't strangle you on the spot.
Strangling your rescuer would be a mistake, Yaramir. A big mistake. And most likely a mortal sin.
Rescuer? What are you on about?
Why do you think you're still alive? Thanks to me. I persuaded Zizka not to get rid of you for good.
Don't listen to him. He's a liar and a traitor to this land.
And a loyal servant of King Sigismund and our Sir Otto von Burgau. Just like you, sir. Or am I mistaken?
Otto von Burgau?
Indeed. While these two support that drunken, good-for-nothing Wenceslas, like that bastard Zizka.
Why did you help him then?
It was a direct order from Sir Otto.
What order?
Gain Zizka's trust and stop his perfidious raiding once and for all. Unfortunately, getting away from here in time and warning Sir Otto about the trap was harder than I expected. And that's why I'm locked up here now. In any case, you wouldn't be alive without me. Believe me, sir.
Where's my sword?
Your sword? You're still bothered about that? It's only a piece of iron. I have to admit, your father did a good job on it, though. Beautiful work. His last.
You won't look so pleased with yourself when I'm gutting you with that sword.
I'm not sure you'll get the opportunity, to be honest. If either of us has a chance of getting out of here alive, it's certainly not you.
And how do you intend to get out of here?
Surprisingly, I have better prospects than you two. And waiting for a ransom is only the last resort.
Who would pay a ransom for you?
Don't tell anyone, but how about the man who sent me here? And he's close by. Unlike Lord Hanush is at the other end of the country.
Zizka would have to be out of his mind to release you.
Really? People like Zizka know coin is more important than revenge. You can't pay a band of mercenaries with nice feelings. Besides, seeing what happened, I don't think Zizka is going to want to stay long. And I wouldn't expect him to wait around until a messenger brings a ransom from Ratai. One way or another, he won't have any need for you. Either of you. And that's when my time will come.
Eu tô todo armado, viado. Tô todo armado querendo pegar esse cara, safado.
No one's yet built the gallows I'll swing from, boy.
I don't think Henry's planning to hang you. He's more likely to rip your gut open. And I'll be glad to help him.
When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think he was looking for this.
You swine!
Ugh. You better hope your father pays a nice fat ransom.
Rot in hell!
Eric!
Isso foi no 1, tá? Isso daí foi no 1, essa tortura.
There's no time for it.
There's always time for this.
No!
We've got to flee now!
É, amarrado é fácil, né? O cara é covarde, cara.
Time when we meet again.
What the fuck was that?
Fuck it!
Ó o padre aí, ó o padre, caralho.
Gentlemen.
É o padre, meu.
You know, I thought I'd be carrying your bodies home. Can't you even deliver a letter?
We'll get those fuckers.
Aquele maluco lá. Aquele maluco, ele escapou no 1, roubou a espada do pai do cara. E o cara tava com a espada aí. Ele tava aí. O que aconteceu? Escapou de novo. Isso aí tá me lembrando Batman e Coringa, velho. Vai tomar no cu.
You were right. All you had to do was trust us. Trust you? When you came at me with von Bergov's army? Sorry, but my eye doesn't see it that way.
Maybe we wouldn't have come at anyone with an army if they hadn't tried to kill us earlier, and weren't cozying up with that bastard Istvan.
There might be some truth in that. We got off on the wrong foot, all right. But it seems we have a lot to say to each other.
Too right. I have to admit I'm getting a bit lost in all this mess.
You're not the only one.
Well, let's start with you, Captain. You know all of us, but we don't know you from Adam.
I am Jan of Trotsnov, also known as Zhishka. These days in the service of Jan Sokol of Lamberg and Margrave Prokop of Luxembourg.
Prokop? Jobst of Luxembourg's brother? What a coincidence. We're here at Jobst's instigation.
Well, Sir Hans, the problem is Prokop is at this very moment in Sigismund's jail in Pressburg on account of Jobst's treachery, which doesn't exactly make us allies.
We know about his past, but it seems he's changed his mind and sided with King Wenceslas. After all, we came here to try to make Lord von Bergov and the League of Lords turn against Sigismund.
Jobst can be very convincing, and then all of a sudden his dagger's in your back. I've seen him twist and turn so many times that I don't believe a word he says. Be that as it may, what you said means we, here and now, really are on the same side.
Aye. But what I want to know is how it came about that instead of delivering a letter, those boys joined our enemy.
How? We had a common enemy, that's how. As soon as we arrived, we were attacked by Zhizka here and his men. They murdered our company, took our message, and on top of that, they had Istvan with them.
And Istvan was actually working for von Bergov all this time.
Where did you pick up that bastard, Zhizka?
When I came here, I was putting together a band and he turned up, along with Eric and a couple of others.
You recruited him? Just like that?
Lord Capon, when you do what I do, you don't get to choose from the best, but the worst. And he was good at our trade. So good I didn't notice he was setting me up.
How did Semyon come to join you?
Von Berghoff is a bad master, and you're not the only ones who don't like what Sigismund's doing in Bohemia. It wasn't hard finding allies who hate him. The same with the miller, though he had lots of other incentives as well. What actually happened to Semyon?
Unfortunately, they're all dead. Von Berghoff suspected something, and sent his men to Samin.
And?
They murdered them. Every last one. And?
And we helped them do it.
Well, that can't be helped. War is hell. Sometimes it's hard to know what's going on and who is really your enemy.
We thought...
I know. You thought they were with me, and I wanted to kill you. Don't blame yourself. We all have our share of guilt.
But Sigismund most of all. If he hadn't come and taken the king captive, and started looting and plundering, none of this would have happened.
Amen.
How did you manage to set that trap in the ravine so quickly? We only heard about the sortie the evening before.
I have my sources.
Come on! I think you can trust us after all that's happened, can't you?
I'll give you a piece of advice, Lord Capon. Don't trust anyone.
If you're in Sokol's service, as you said, what exactly is it you're doing for him?
Waging war, as you've no doubt noticed.
There's a fine line between waging war and marauding.
As a man of your experiences must know, war takes many forms. And since King Wenceslas and Prokop are imprisoned and the Czech noblemen are useless, we're doing the best we can alongside Sokol. We're making life difficult for the traitors who are in league with Sigismund. And Otto von Berghoff is traitor-in-chief.
Did you want to kill von Berghoff?
Of course. And as you know, we almost succeeded. But just making his life hell was enough. Making sure he lost as much coin and manpower as possible so he couldn't help Sigismund. And we hit him where it hurt, believe me.
So you were doing the same as Toth was doing in Sasau, in Sigismund's service? Or maybe even von Berghoff's?
I suppose so. I also understood from what he said that he'd been harassing the enemy a bit too, but he didn't say who that was. Now it's clear why.
Harassing a bit? No offense, but you're a dabbler compared to him. Istvan took Talmberg Castle. He assembled a huge force and almost seized control of the entire Sasau region. The whole region had to band together to put an end to his mischief.
And did you?
I should say so.
You see then, this whole region also banded together against me. And did they stop me? And who did you say the dabbler was?
Why do you think Istvan joined you when he's on Sigismund's side?
That's a good question. Either he just needed coin and joined the first band he came across, and when he found out who I was, he secretly did an about-face and planned to double-cross us. Or he was already Sigismund's spy when he joined us. Anything's possible.
Why did Istvan let you ambush von Berghoff instead of telling him you were at Nebakov? If he's on his side.
Well, that's not so mysterious. It all happened so fast that he didn't have time to do anything. What's more, I kept everyone inside the fortress before the battle. For that precise reason. So no idiot would give us away. Although it's true he wanted to avoid that battle. He tried to talk me out of it. And now we know why. While we're on the subject of Istvan, I understand you have some history between you.
It's a pretty ugly story. As Lord Capon said, he went marauding in our Sasau region. He seized Talmberg Castle, imprisoned my father, and stole his sword. And his commander, Markvart, killed my mother and stepfather while they were raising our village.
That's a long list.
Well, I understand you were out to harm von Berghoff, but why did you attack us, for God's sake?
Eles gostam, viu? Eles gostam.
It looked like a friendly encounter, so we figured you were with von Berghoff.
You killed all my men. They were good lads.
And you killed my men. Though some of them were far from good.
War is a nasty business, Captain. What happened, happened. And it's a burden we all have to bear.
Tell that to Oates.
Do you know Catherine?
Who?
The girl from by the pond, for whose sake you killed your own man.
No.
You killed your own man to protect a woman you don't know?
Looks like it, doesn't it? Nobody has tried anything of the sort since, so they got the message.
Yeah, war is a nasty business. Men kill each other, I get that. But your men wanted to rape innocent women. There at the pond.
Nobody raped anybody. I personally made sure of that.
Well, that is true. You killed one of your own.
Like I said, in my trade, you don't work with the best, but the worst. It's hard to keep them reined in sometimes, but I do my best, as you saw with your own eyes.
If there's one thing I can't figure out, it's how come you suddenly turned up here, Godwin?
Or would you rather I hadn't?
Certainly not. You came at just the right time. A positive godsend.
I have the feeling it wasn't God who sent you, but my guardian Hanush, eh?
He dropped by to see me just as the bishop was kicking me out of my parish. He said you'd been gone suspiciously long, and I was wondering where I was going to live. So he made a deal that I'd go and check up on you.
That was a good idea, I must say.
I think so too. For a while, I was worried I'd have to take you home in sex.
What are we gonna do now?
We can't stay here. God knows what plots those fuckers are hatching right now. We should get ready to leave. Von Berghoff may have lost lots of men, but he won't take this lying down. Word will get out about his humiliation, and the League of Lords will come to his aid.
Where will we go?
I don't know yet. What about that Jobst of yours? Should you send word to him?
He's still somewhere in Brandenburg.
So the best thing would be for all of us to go back to Ratai. Wouldn't you like to join us, Zizka?
That sounds like a plan.
You see? Oh, and would you like me to take another look at your eye? An open wound is the last thing you want on a journey.
Is medicine another of your skills? On top of sword fighting, boozing, and preaching?
Giving the last rites isn't the only thing I can do for a fallen man. War is a good teacher.
All right, then. You could look at the bandage for a start. The stench bothers me more than the pain.
Sorry about your eye.
You're lucky it was this one. It must be cursed. I almost lost it as a child already. And then you came along. Still, I have no one to blame for challenging you and taking off my helmet. I'll hand out orders and come and join you in the fort. Sir Hans can take you there.
Oh, God. Holy shit!
Don't worry. I'm sure it doesn't look half as bad as it feels.
It started to fester. I'll have to clean that out.
Just get it over with.
Will he survive?
With God's help.
That's not what I asked.
The wound isn't deep. As long as it doesn't fester, it'll be all right.
So, he won't go blind?
He won't lose his eye. He just needs to get a good night's sleep.
We all do. We're leaving early in the morning before von Berghoff comes and kicks us out.
Can we help somehow?
Aye. Go to bed and no more fighting. And keep your hands off our Clara. Got it? But if you really want to be useful, you can help Bluster load the cart.
I think I know where we're most needed now. I'm going to need your help.
Leave me out of it. I'm still seeing stars from that bang to my head.
I'll be happy to help. What can I do?
We should say a few words for those who can no longer hear anything. and dig their graves. It's been a hellishly long day today. Thank God we managed to survive until evening at least. Now it's time to go to those who were not so lucky.
At least they now have eternal peace from everything. And they don't have to choose a lesser evil.
I couldn't...
Já tô morrendo aqui, filho.
Hell overhearing you talking about that tragedy in Samine. Was that also the choice of a lesser of two evils?
Tell me what's new in your parish instead.
I'd be glad to. Only I no longer have a parish.
They really threw you out? I thought you were joking. What for?
Well, what do you think? Boozing, whoring, ringing the bells at night, roughing up the bailiff? That young vagabond who preached in my place. Well, maybe you remember something about that.
Well, I have to admit, it's all a bit foggy for me.
Aye, me too. The thing I remember most is how my head was pounding for 3 days afterward. You were really the last thing I needed. Well, maybe all these hardships will be for the best in the end. Everything has a reason. In the end, we're the lucky ones. We're still alive, unlike others, eh?
Some of them might have fallen even by my hand.
I understand. Trust me, it's all the same to them now. The best thing you can do for their souls, and yours, to find peace, is to dig graves for them. But enough of that. We still have another burning question here. Why didn't Von Berghoff come with you to the battle in Perth? We're here! Would you please take care of those poor wretches and lay them to rest? In the meantime, I'll pray for the salvation of their souls.
Cabeça de ET. Até tirei, viado. Nossa, coisa feia. Mó cabeça de ET da porra. Cadê a porra do corpo, velho? Ah, tá aqui.
Lord, grant them eternal rest. Benedictus qui venit in nomine Domini. Hosanna in excelsis. Lord, grant them eternal rest. Requiem in perpetua cruciat Descet hymnus Deus in Sion, et tibi redemptor motus. A te omnis caro veniet.
Do you know anything about Teresa from the Rattay Mill?
You mean that nice girl who saved your life in the ruins of Skalitz?
Aye. If she hadn't shown up that time, so do you know what she's up to?
Why? Did you promise her something?
No, I didn't make any promises to her. I just wanted to know how she's doing.
I didn't hear anything new about her in these last few days since she left.
But if she likes you, I'm sure she'll wait for you.
Do you know where I can sleep in the castle?
You'll find your bed in that tiny little hut, right past the gateway to the lower castle.
Do you think we did enough for those poor souls?
We did what was necessary.
That's good. Bloody tired.
Oh, come now, you're young. You can't be all that worn out. I have something that'll get your blood pumping.
Oh, Godwin, couldn't I... Can it wait?
No, wait. You'll see. It'll kick your arse for you.
I think I'll lie down and wait for it.
Come to the castle moat. I'll wait for you there. Come over here, Henry.
What's going on?
This'll interest you. Our friend here will show you what his diabolical contraption can do.
It's called a pistol. You'll see something you've never seen before. With this contraption, as you call it, you can shoot down a knight in armor, horse and all.
I've already seen what it can do. A weapon like that killed the Chamberlain this morning.
Let's not worry about that now, all right? You have a unique chance to try it out. From the right end for a change.
What smells so bad here?
Schwarzpulver. Or gunpowder, brother. It may stink, but it's damn flammable.
And quite dangerous if you don't know how to handle it, eh?
Have you ever shot one, Godwin?
Me? Never. But at the Battle of Kosovo, I witnessed what damage bronze bells filled with black powder can do.
I've heard of those. Those must have been bombards. A terrible weapon of the Turkish Sultan.
How do you shoot with that?
It's not that hard, when you're careful.
It'd be better if you tell me everything in detail.
A pistol is not all that complicated. It has a metal barrel in the front, and you hold it in the back. First, you load the powder in the barrel, then the ball, and you plug it up with a piece of cloth or parchment. Sheep's wool is also good, because it doesn't get wet, but then it's hard to clean the weapon after. As soon as it's loaded, you put the stock under your shoulder, and you light it with a wick. Just watch out for the recoil. You have to use a wide stance, otherwise it'll knock you on your ass.
Oh, that doesn't sound bad, does it, Henry?
We'll see about that.
Eu tô lendo porque eu não tô entendendo nada aqui, viado. É lenta para recarregar e tem mira imprecisa, mas em compensação tem um grande poder de destruição e mete medo nos inimigos. Para disparar você precisa ter um projétil equipado no seu espaço de munição. Segure para carregar a bombarda de mão. Acione L2 para disparar. Para acender a pólvora. Hein?
Good. Let's try shooting.
Careful now. I don't want to have to go looking for all your pieces.
Well, you look like you're all in one piece, so you'll surely...
That's true. So far, I've only had to have 2 fingers stitched back on.
What?
But don't worry. I'm sure beginner's luck will protect you.
Maybe a prayer would help more.
Good idea. O merciful God, be kind and protect us.
Beleza, temos a bombarda. Coloca o bagaço, colocou a polvorazinha. Tá mirando. Nossa, mas o recuo. O recuo é um lixo. Nossa senhora. Essa arma é um lixo. Acertei, tá, paizão? Não foi no meio, mas fui perto. Tô fedendo, mano, no jogo. Vamos lá, vamos tentar mirar. Nossa, olha esse recuo, velho. Olha isso. Ele faz um 8, mano. É diabólica mesmo. Será que essa foi a primeira arma, mano? Da época? Você é louco, engraçado, né?
It's got quite a kick, huh?
What a load of bollocks!
Hitting something with that would take a miracle.
It's a miracle we still have both our arms.
Aye. I once saw it rip a bloke's face off, along with half his body.
Such an accurate shot.
Biribinha. Que porra de biribinha é essa que pode estourar na cabeça, velho?
A diabolically dangerous weapon.
I told you so. This is the weapon of the future.
I'd like to see that.
No problem. I have one handgun here, and it's no good to placard anymore. Do you want it?
It's definitely not for me. Let the youngster here take it.
What? Seriously?
Of course. Here you go. But I don't have much gunpowder left. So you'll have to find some yourself.
And if you have all the saints on your side, it might not kill you straight off.
Thank you very much. I'll see what I can do with it.
All right, then. Thanks for the demonstration, Master. We have a long journey ahead of us tomorrow. I'm gonna hit the hay. You do what you want, but keep out of trouble. Got it?
Porra de carregar suprimentos na carroça, tente conseguir novos aliados. Aonde? Onde que eu consigo? Como é que eu consigo novos aliados?
I'll be right with you.
Filho.
Fuck it all. I won't do it.
What's the matter, blacksmith?
What's it to you? What does a noble's lapdog know about hard work, eh?
You the local blacksmith?
What do you want from me? We didn't herd sheep together, so bugger off.
What the hell's the matter with you?
If you don't stop staring at me, I'll kick your ass, you fucker. For my brother, too.
What happened to your brother?
He died in that fucking ravine because of noble bastards like you. It'll only be fair if I cut you down now, and I don't give a fuck if it was your fault or not.
hold on. There's no reason to fight. What's done is done. But we've got a common enemy now.
You mean that fucker von Bergov?
Aye, exactly. That lying bastard who tricked us and betrayed us.
What? What are you blabbering about?
Von Bergov tricked us. Capon and me. The bastard was just playing us.
Shit. I didn't know that. Oh, it's all messed up, isn't it?
Aye, that it is. But that's the reason we joined up with Zizka.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, my thought exactly. I started out as an ordinary blacksmith.
Wait, you're a blacksmith?
Aye. My father was a blacksmith.
Ours only drank, and then he drowned. But look, if you're a blacksmith and our ally now too, I reckon you could give me a hand with something. What do you say?
What's the matter, Bull?
Apart from having a barrel full of scrap here that's supposed to be repaired by tomorrow, there's absolutely fuck all going on.
As a blacksmith myself...
Well, you came at just the right time then. There's a pile of iron in that barrel over there that needs fixing up before we leave.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
You'll really help me. The lads would be bloody delighted if you fixed up their weapons.
Que diabo eu tenho que fazer, meu amigo? Ô, a menina gostosa tá aqui, viado. Cadê? Ô, menina gostosa, eu preciso de ajuda. Cadê a menina gostosa? A menina gostosa não tá aqui não, mano. A menina gostosa meteu o pé. Ah, pra onde que eu tenho que ir, louco? Sexo, já fiz sexo com ela já, filho. Você acha que eu meti o... tá maluco? Eu comi ela todinha, filho. É aqui? Eu vou pegar. Acho que eu tenho que afiar as espadas, né? Tá bom, faço sim.
That's one sharp blade. All right, this is already sharp. Can't get any better than this.
How can I help you?
I repaired those broken weapons.
Bloody hell. That would have taken me a... Actually, I reckon I couldn't even do it in a year. Oh, my... All they're good for is bashing people's skulls in.
My hands prefer foraging over killing. Here you go, Bull.
Bloody hell. Thanks, mate. If you ever need anything, just let me know. And this is for you. I hope it comes in handy. What are you here for?
Show me your...
Yeah, maybe next time then.
Coming up.
Not a chance, you idiot.
See you later.
High-born fuckers.
They're injured, just like our men.
Plenty of ours are already pushing up daisies.
Enough! What's going on here?
And what's it to you, eh?
I've been told not to treat those wounded prisoners in the cellar.
Keep your nose out of this, mate.
I'm afraid I have bad news. Those prisoners need treatment.
Of course. Sir Michael was right. Exactly. He said you Trotsky folks are nothing but trouble.
First of all, I'm not from Trotsky. And second... These two are noblemen, and if they survive, I reckon you'll get a fine ransom for them. But maybe they'll survive anyway. It's up to you.
One of them is bleeding. If he doesn't get some help, he'll soon be with the Lord.
Bloody hell. Fine. Let Clara take care of it, but don't waste your precious time with them, all right? Our men have priority. Let's go, Jakey. We've got more...
Thanks for sticking up for those prisoners, Henry. They're in rough shape.
I just stood up for my friends. Besides, I would have missed...
But our people will think you're a traitor.
I would have been more of a traitor if I'd left those two to their fate. By the way, thanks for taking care of them, Clara.
It's not like I had much of a choice. I wasn't going to let them suffer.
You're incredible, you know. The fellas at the fortress surely have no idea what a treasure they have in you.
A treasure smeared with blood that smells of bile, and even worse things.
Ah, they should bow to you. How many of them have you saved from hell?
How would I know? I'm no priest, just an ordinary girl who knows a bit about herbs and can use a needle and thread.
And you're a lot prettier than any priest.
Flattery will get you nowhere. Sorry, but I have too much work to do. We can talk later.
Is there anything I can do to...
Like what? Can you even do anything other than wave that...
I'm sorry, Clara. I'm just trying to...
There are a lot of injured here that probably won't survive the night without help.
I know a bit about potions, and I've seen my fair share of serious injuries.
In that case, thank God you're here. I'll go and prepare some more medicine and make a round visiting the injured. In the meantime, you go to the lower castle. There are more men there who need...
What are their names?
Mark,
Zverk, and that poor Godsleek. You'll find medicine and bandages in the chest in my cabin. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to help you.
Listen, I need some...
What would you like to know?
What should I do with the vomiting?
If the patient is dozing off and spouting nonsense, he's fine. He just took a solid blow to the head. You just have to make sure he doesn't fall asleep and put a cold compress on his forehead. But if he's also thirsty, then God help him. That means he's bleeding internally, and there's nothing we can do for him.
What about bleeding? Should I bandage?
Aye. A bandage will stop the bleeding, but you should first make sure there isn't a fracture.
What should I do about a fever?
Look over the man thoroughly. The fever could be caused by gangrene in a wound. That needs to be cleaned and cauterized. He should also drink a lot of water. Chamomile is good too, and a marigold decoction should help for the fever.
What's the proper way to...
That's not hard. Always clean the wound first, and then lightly bind it with a bandage.
Hey! You're not allowed here! Go away, now! I see those ears do indeed work.
Coming up!
Where did they wound you, Mark?
I'm all right. I just have a headache. I always walk away on my own 2 feet.
You're talking bollocks. Let me take a look at your wounds.
I'm just really tired. I need some sleep. Leave me alone and go and treat someone else.
You threw up and you got a bloody wound on your left leg, and you're talking nonsense. I'll take a look at your head. It could be a concussion.
Ah, come on, I'm fine. I'm just a little tired.
I see you've got a cut on your leg.
Aye, but that's nothing.
It could get infected. It'll have to be treated. Is there a cut under all that blood on your head?
Ah, Christ! What the hell are you doing?
Sorry, you've got to hold still. Maybe a strong elixir would do the trick.
Is that really necessary?
Even a healing potion isn't a cure-all. I'll still have to treat you properly.
Come on, I'm fine. Don't waste your time on me.
All right. I reckon I know what's wrong with you, Mark. I'll clean and bandage your wounds, but most importantly, don't fall asleep, Mark. You've got a head injury.
Ah, come on, don't be silly. I'm perfectly fine. I'll just take a little nap and I'll be right as rain.
I'll try to treat you.
You sure about that?
I'll clean that wound for you. Only I don't have anything to use. I'm gonna dress and just wrap it around here.
Sakra.
Ugh, damn it. Keeps coming undone.
Just...
Oh, fuck. Oh.
Pô, viado, tem que tratar os caras lá, mano. Isso aqui, porra, eu não tenho os bagulho. Se tivesse os bagulho ali do lado do que eu precisava usar, aí seria uma boa, né? Mas, porra, não tem, velho. Jarra de lata, bagulho aqui, não tem atadura. Se tivesse ataduras, caralho, não tem porra nenhuma aqui do lado.
I'll treat your wounds.
Ugh.
I could use... If only I had one.
Vamos ver os outros, vamos ver os outros.
At least somebody fell asleep. You may not be dead, but you don't look all that... All right, let's take a look at you. Oh, bloody hell, Kozlik. That filthy bandage on your leg stinks worse than you do. But I'll have to take a look at your head. I'll take a look at your head. His hair is all matted with blood, but his head seems fine. I should take a look at his belly, too. Nothing serious, just a few bruises. It doesn't look like he'd have any internal injuries. Let's take a look at that wounded leg of yours. Oh, bloody hell. That bandage stinks. I'll have to treat it properly. Maybe some kind of potion would help. But I have no idea what concoction would help Kozlik. All right, I think I know what I need. I'll clean and dress your wound, but I'll have to cauterize it, or else the gangrene will kill you. Maybe it's for the best that you're sleeping. At least you hold still. Let's have a look at you. Oh, it's full of pus. There's just one thing for this. Some good spirits. This'll have to do. I have to change his bandage. I'll just tighten it a little here. There we are. Tear it off, tie it up, and we're done. That looks good. And that takes care of the bandaging. I came to treat you. What hurts, Zverk?
I took a blow to the ribs, and my right leg hurts like hell. I'm fine otherwise.
Let me take a look at your wounds.
Just be careful.
Don't worry, my friend. I'll just take a and here. Aye, you've got a bruise on your chest and some dried blood.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad, does it?
No, but you also have a pretty swollen ankle.
And what can we do about that?
I don't know yet. I'll have to take a closer look at it. Let me have a look at your chest. Your ribs aren't just bruised. You've got a gash as well.
And what about it?
It's not too serious. I'll just have to clean the wound before bandaging it. Otherwise, you could get an ugly infection. I'll take a look at your foot. It's quite swollen.
How bad is it?
Nothing too serious. You just sprained your ankle. If we bandage it up nice and tight, you should be on your feet by tomorrow.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it.
All right. I think I know what's wrong with you, Zverk. Your ankle just needs to be bound. But I'll also have to clean, stitch up, and bandage that wound on your chest. A buck's blood potion would do you good. Or at least some chamomile for your ankle.
It sounds like I just might pull through. But a drink would really hit the spot. I'm thirsty as hell. Could you get me something?
Let's get to it. I'm gonna treat you.
All right. Do what you have to. Just make...
I'll give you something to drink.
About fucking time. Some wine would be nice. Or at least some ale.
Here's something to drink.
That's more like it. Thanks.
Não adianta, eu não posso. Não adianta fazer nada, ele tá com sede e sofreu um hematoma no peito. Então ele tá com hemorragia interna. Não adianta, ele vai morrer. Não adianta. Vou ter que ver esse mano aqui.
I'll treat your wound. I'll give you a bit of lick.
Christ, shit!
Okay. It's strong, but it'll help you.
Fuck me, that's disgusting.
I reckon we'd... I treated you the best I could.
Aye.
Well, that's all I can do. Anyhow, a prayer can't hurt, Mark.
A prayer? I don't know.
Sleep it off, then. I reckon that... You still haven't woken up. I'll try and have a look around. Still haven't woken up, eh? Well, I did all I could. I did everything I could. You'll soon be better. God.
Ixi, tô falhando tudo.
I'll clean that wound.
Is it...
Aye. Gang... This should clean the wound.
Christ, I hope you know what you're doing.
The main thing is that it does what it's supposed... I'll rub...
You think that will help?
This...
Oh.
I'll have to sew up that wound on your chest.
Make it quick.
I'll just make a few quick stitches.
Christ!
Damn it! Stop squirming around, Zverk. One more loop here. Cut it off here. There. That should do it.
Mother of God! That wasn't exactly painless, mate.
I'll bind that out there. I'll wrap it up like...
Sucker!
Finished.
Aye, that'll do.
Well, that's the dressing done. Now for the rest. All right. I treated your wounds. The best thing you can do now.
Christ, you really are a good healer. I feel better already.
I tried to...
What do you mean you tried?
I did what I could. And I hope I brought them...
Great. The rest is in God's hands. There's nothing more we can do. Thanks, Henry. I'll go and have a look at the wounded. Now you should take care of yourself. Here.
Thanks. But I'll only take it if you don't need it.
I've got what I need. This was left over.
Are you finished for today?
Work like this is never finished. But you have to know when enough is enough. Otherwise it'll drive you mad.
It's tough seeing people you know and care about in such a state.
You can't let it get to you. Neither the good or if you don't think about who's lying in front of you, you can focus better on what you need to do.
So isn't there anyone here?
No. That is. But enough of all that. I'd like to...
Let's go and get something to drink.
It sounds good. But if the men saw me tipsy, I'd never hear. The best thing we can do is go to sleep. If you like, there's a free bed in the cab. The wind blows through the gaps, but if you don't mind a bit of a squeeze, we'll be warm. I'll come and see you when you go to bed. At least this day will have a happier ending. God be with you, sir.
Ó. Ó quem veio dormir comigo.
Could you find some room there for me? I'm awfully tired. And cold too.
Ó, vai nessa.
Well, we shall have to do something about that.
But don't get too excited. As soon as I lie down, I'll sleep the sleep of the...
The just?
Something like that. But at least I don't have to worry about any bad dreams, since I'll be sleeping next to a knight.
Só mimi. Só mimi, ela tá cansada. Só mimi. E aproveitando essa deixa que eu estou dormindo, vamos terminar aqui. E eu agradeço a todos que compareceram na live. Valeu, valeu. Tô morrendo de sono nessa caceta. Amanhã de manhã eu tô aí de novo. Valeu, rapaziada. Vou deixar rolando aqui a cutscene. E é isso, fé.
No! I am here, lad. And I'm coming for you.
Quickly barricade the gate! Hurry! Load up everything you get your hands on. Stones to the wall! All weapons to the gate!
Clara, what in the hell? What the hell is going on?
Bit of a rude awakening.
Who are they? And where the fuck did they come from?
From the tower crest on their banners, looks like the Prague militia.
Owlets.
Good morning, Captain! Please forgive my abrupt departure without saying goodbye yesterday.
What do you want?
Lord Neback here would like his castle back. My liege, Sir Otto, wants your head. And I have an account to settle with a certain bastard of Radzig's.
Lord Berghoff! Since when did the Chamberlain of our land ally himself with such filth?
Ever since Jobst and Wenceslas started allying with filth like you, Zizka. Sir Istvan Tod is a master of your craft. He harassed Wenceslas' allies, just as you did King Sigismund's. He did a good job in Zassau, and he would have done so here too, were it not for Hanush's pair of buffoons.
That smug little fucker was in his service the whole time.
But I have to admit, Captain Zizka, that you've been a much bigger thorn in our backsides than we care for. Fortunately, my friend Marquardt just happened to be passing, so... now your tricks won't help you anymore.
The executioner awaits you, Captain. But if you're sensible, we'll spare your companions. Surrender!
Is there anywhere to sneak out of here?
Even if there were, they wouldn't get far.
No. And I'm never gonna run from that fucker again.
Lord von Berghoff! Sir Markwart! Lord Nebach! And you treacherous shit! Kiss our arses!
God, is this retribution for my sins?
Sorry, my friend. I'm afraid your castle will be needing some repairs.
It'll start soon enough.
Aye. The waiting is the worst of it.
Let's not get on our knees just yet. If we hold out, they'll parley.
We have a chance. Not a big one, but a chance.
Michael, you deal with the shooters. The tower must not fall.
Don't worry. We'll hold it. God be with you, fellas.
I'll be on the gate. But if they storm us, we'll definitely need help.
All right. I need everyone else on the battlements.
God hear our prayer, and kick their St. Clement's arse today.
So, to the task, my friends.
Vixe Maria. Tô fudido. Eu tô com a roupa toda errada, velho, pra duelar.
Useless! Come on, then! Let him out here,
Saint fucking... We're in the thick of things again. Bring the halberds here to push back the ladders. Quick! Hurry! Yeah! Don't spare it! Go!
Fuck them up! Keep going! Don't stop!
Hurry! Hurry!
Charge!
Yeah, Henry! Don't worry! I'll knock it down!
Didn't see that coming. Thank you, rat.
Viado, só morri, viado. Não tem nem o que fazer com essa armadura de merda. Eu prefiro o arco, mano.
We're in the thick of things again. Green halberds here to push back the ladders. Quick!
Hurry! Hurry! For St. Clement!
Hurry! Those ladders! Henry! Those ladders!
Get them!
Fuck them up! For St. Clement! Those damn ladders down!
Don't worry!
Oh, God!
Sucker! What the?